Hello my friends, welcome to Mince Pie Review number 4. We're starting to feel a bit Christmassy. My name's Jonathan D. Collins and this is my lovely assistant Dorothy.
Hello.
Dorothy, what pie are we going to look at today?
I believe we are trying Sainsburys Taste the Difference mince pies.
Okay, Sainsburys Taste the Difference mince pie. Excellent, that's a good idea. Mr. Butler, could you bring us our pies? Ooh. Nice wooden scene tray.
Very nice.
Mr. Butler, can you take this tray away? It's rather large. Thank you. Okay, so what do we have here, pie-wise?
We have Sainsburys Taste the Difference 6 all butter mince pies.
Okay, all butter?
All butter.
There's no mince in them?
Nope, all butter. Well,
okay.
That's what it says on the packet.
Open them up, let's see where we are. So, the first thing we notice...
I'd like to draw your attention to the extra layer of wrapping. What's the point?
Well, you know what the point is? The best before date is the 11th of February 2014.
Ah.
So maybe that's why.
Now, I'm not so angry about this because I'd like to think that they'd keep till after my birthday in February.
Oh,
very nice.
Okay, so, in fact I have got a letter from an eager viewer which says to point out the best before date is simply a guideline. It doesn't mean to say that if you find a pack of mince pies in the back of your cupboard that have been there for 2 years, it is perfectly safe to eat them. If they look okay, they've not gone green, eat them away. Right, go ahead. 11th of February 2014. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, open it up. Let's see where we go.
Having a bit of difficulty opening this one.
Right, again, maybe a problem for elder viewers.
Can I ask the butler to come back on and put this in the bin, please? Okay. Thank you. Right, packaging is different from the other ones we've had. They've gone for the deep square packaging so that the mince pie sort of fits inside instead of trying to encase the actual wrapping itself.
They look quite large.
They do. In fact, I'd quite like to measure them. Butler, could you get me a ruler?
Do you want a ruler? You could have King Louis XIV of France. What you actually want is...
A rule. Butler, could you get me a rule, please? Thank you. Right, let's see. Centimetres. We are at 1.5 centimetres.
Right, so that's deep filled, isn't it?
Yes,
1.5 centimetre is pretty deep filled. And in fact, it goes over the edge as well of the foil cup.
Mushrooms a bit. Hold that up.
Okay.
I'd also like to just point out the design. Again, it's different. They've gone for the holly.
They've got the holly leaf, but they've got the holly leaf with the little berries as well.
Yes, and sort of going around the side.
Okay.
Which I quite like.
While you're unwrapping that, I'll have a look and see what Good Housekeeping says.
Just another point. Although I do have nails, because the mince pie is sort of bellowed over the top there, it's quite difficult to get to the actual foil to take it off. That's just a point of...
Right, an impatient elderly person might have difficulty with that.
Indeed.
Imagine that if you desperately needed a mince pie.
Not easy access.
Now then, you have to unwrap 2 of these. Thank you. So I'm still looking. Good Housekeeping's Best Mince Pies puts the Sainsbury's Deep Filled Mince Pie £1.65 for 6. I wonder if it's this one, because this is the Taste the Difference. It only gives it 59 out of 100. It's not well liked. It's in fact pretty much towards the bottom of the table. I don't know whether that's this one.
This has no price on it.
The proliferation of mince pies makes it difficult. Okay, let's cut away. Let's see what you think.
Again, similarly to the Morrison's mince pie that we had last week, it's got quite a thick crust on it, which is just a point of...
Do we have a lot of room? It's got room to breathe. I'd say it's quite nice. In fact, though, for something that's supposed to last till next February, that does not look particularly moist.
No, it doesn't at all, actually. There's lots of berries and currants.
So can you cut the other one as well, please?
Yes, of course. it's not crumbled too much, I can accept that crumble.
Okay, so that's one from one and that's one from the other.
Yes.
Now then, the key point is that you need to see whether you can taste the difference. I can't taste the difference at all, they're exactly the same.
No, not at all.
It lies.
I'll have something to say to Sainsburys about that.
Absolute nonsense. If you've got a joke that you'd like us to feature on our mince pie review, please send it in. That one courtesy of Mr. Mills of Gloucester. Thank you. So, a score. Actually, I need some tea. Mr. Butler, could you bring us some tea? Yeah, what do you think?
I can taste the old butter. I
Thanks
see where
very
I
much.
got the old butter from. It's quite a buttery crust. Is it crust or
Yeah.
pastry?
This tea's a bit elfin, isn't it?
A little bit.
What happened?
Thank you, Mr. Butler. I quite like it. It makes me feel quite big.
Okay, right. Yes, it does taste buttery. That's right, it does. And in fact, it's a nice crust. The crust is very good.
It is.
What about the filling? It's not moist. It is definitely not moist.
No, it's quite sticky.
It's not dissimilar to the Tesco Finest. You can't quite taste as much of the alcohol in there, but it's not dissimilar.
Yeah, I do like that.
Okay, so where are we? What are you going to score it on?
Well-
Your baseline is the Kipling at 9.
And
It's out of 17,
yes,
which, as we all know, is a good base number. What do you think?
well, for the pastry is unlike the others that we've tasted so far, and I do particularly like it. But again, the filling kind of lets it down. It's a bit dry, so I think I'll go for a 10 because I think it is a bit better than the Mr. Kipling.
I think that's harsh. I think it's probably an 11. I don't think it's up to that Tesco Finest.
Not quite.
But the fact that the short crust pastry itself is very good.
It is. Just don't know about the filling.
I don't really want to get down to fractions. I don't want to do 10.5s and things like that.
Okay, well,
I'll tell you what, let's decide on 11 and then when the camera's turned off we can have a fight.
okay,
Okay?
Yep.
Is that fine?
that's fine.
So, it's that time
Indeed it is.
when we should eat the pies.
Yes, let's.
Good.